compost production for small farmers and gardeners. Compost can be easily made from waste products. The special thing is that compost builds up soil life. The fertile soil can then nourish the plants sustainably. In order to make a compost pile, you need a flat, ideally shaded location, where the compost can be transported from easily. A compost pile consists of 70% of plant material. Half of these plants are shredded and woody materials. For example, branches, crust, palm leaves, cotton bushes, and others. While the other half is non-woody parts of plants. For example, alfalfa, grasses, leaves, vegetable cuttings, but also eggshells and leftovers. While manures of all kinds, and especially manure of ruminants, make up the remaining 30%, such as cows, camels, sheep, and others. While plastic, metal and glass don't belong on the compost, and they don't belong to nature. We can start now with building the compost pile. The first layer consists of shredded, preferably water-soaked woody material. It is placed in a width of 1.5 to 2 meters and covered with a second layer of manure. All layers should be watered well. The length of the compost pile is determined by the available compost material. Then follows a layer of fine plant material, which is again covered with manure and watered. This process is repeated until the pile reaches the desired height of 1 to 1.5 meters. Then it is covered with straw or palm fronds to protect it from drying out in the sun. But it should still allow air flow. Completed. After 5 to 7 days, you should check the moisture of the pile and, if necessary, re-water it. For the moisture test, take a hand from the warm compost and squeeze it. If water drips out, the pile is too wet. If lump disintegrates when you open your hand, the pile is too dry and needs to be re-watered. The moisture content is suitable if the compressed material holds together. If the compost pile is cold or smells bad, the ratio of the compost ingredients was not correct or the pile was compacted. After 8 weeks, we turn the pile so that the outer material is moved inwards and the inner material outwards. We also check the humidity and regulate it if necessary. Another 8 weeks, with the regular moisture checks, the compost develops an earthy smell and the original material is barely recognizable. 5 to 15 tons of compost are sufficient for approximately 1 fadan of arable land, into which the compost needs to be incorporated. Compost should never be left in the bare sun because the beneficial microbes will die. Now the compost can develop its strengths, nourish the earth and sustainably stabilize it. Those who care for their soil and add compost regularly can look forward to high-yielding harvests, not only for years, but for generations.